Hey guys, so it's been such a long time. I am very sorry. A lot has been going on for me. I recently moved. I'm still in Seoul. I'm still in Korea. I just moved to a new apartment. I got a new job and a few things happened in my life that made it very difficult for me to, I guess, want to do things. Everything's fine though now. Everything's okay. Like I said, I'm at a new place, so I will definitely have to show you guys a tour of my apartment. I am very happy with this. My current school does not own this apartment. I actually looked for it on my own because my last place was not so good, so I wanted a better one. The last apartment wasn't the best. It was very moldy and like I could feel my health declining very slowly because of the mold. Like the wallpaper that they had was made of foam, so it was real that would get so moldy. Like I literally would bleach the wallpaper that they used because there would be mold all over it, and after like 3 days, maybe a week, all of the mold would be back. And so like the mold wasn't just on the outside, it was inside of the wallpaper. Even the air conditioner also was full of mold. I know I could get that cleaned, but it was very difficult for my school to even help me with a lot of stuff. So in the end, I decided that my next apartment will be my choice of what it looks like and everything. Also, the furniture in the last apartment made me very annoyed. If you look at my previous one, none of the furniture looked good or even matched. I'm still in the process of getting all my furniture ready, but I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I will definitely show you guys maybe in a few weeks once I get everything cleaned up and I guess sorted out. So I wanted to talk about quite a few things. Number one is that it has been a year since I moved to Korea, and this is literally the best decision I've made in my whole life. I feel like I truly love Korea. It is so much fun. Obviously, there are some things that are taking some time for me to get used to, but for the most part, it's been amazing. I truly do love this. So I wanted to talk about a few things, like how I've changed and just everything. So I do have like my notes written here. Like I said, the first thing, number one, is how I've changed. Sorry, I have like something, it's like my nose is tickly, I'm sorry. So I would say style is the biggest thing. In America, I never really got my nails done. Also, my clothes were very like, I don't know, I always wore workout clothes. I mean, not that this is stylish or anything, but this is a bad example, okay? But like, I'm starting to wear skirts and a lot more things. Like, I feel more comfortable and free to actually try new things out, which is great, because in America, I was always iffy. Like, I didn't know what was okay and not okay to wear. I don't know how to explain it. I was very self-conscious, I guess, about it. Another way I've changed, though, would be language. My English has really gone down since being here. I've gotten used to hearing improper grammar to the point that like bad grammar sounds almost natural to me, and sometimes I repeat those things or I use Korean grammar while I'm speaking English, and it's a little worrisome. But on a positive note, my Korean has gotten a lot better. I wouldn't say that I am an amazing Korean speaker because I'm definitely not, but I understand quite a bit of it now. I would say while people are speaking, I understand about 60 to 70% of it. My biggest thing is replying to people. I struggle with knowing the correct words and the proper grammar to use. This is mainly because I've never taken Korean classes. I am self-taught with everything I know. I study from books. I literally have this journal, which is full of just my Korean notes. Let me just show you. I look through this while I'm on the subway, while I am on my break, just to re-look over a few points that I've forgotten, or just to read Korean, I guess. I'm hoping by the end of next year, so about a year and a half from now, I will be extremely conversationally fluent to where I can have any normal conversation in Korean. That is my current goal, I guess, when it comes to the language. But I'm very happy with how far I've gotten within just a year. My reading and writing is really good. I think I just have no confidence when it comes to speaking, and sometimes I misunderstand words, but for the most part, I'm doing fine. Another thing, I've become very impatient. So whenever I miss a subway train, I get mad that I have to wait 10 more minutes to ride the next train. Or even food. Food comes out within 5 to 10 minutes in Korea, and anytime it takes longer than that, I'm like, where's the food? Which kind of worries me a little, because I know when I go back to America, food there takes like 30 minutes. And so I'm a little worried about how bad my patience will be. Like, I'm going to be very impatient. I already can tell. I really do expect things to happen very quickly, like the buses, the subway, food, going to the banks, like everything. I expect it to be bali, like just very quickly. That's another thing too. I now use Korean words in my everyday language. Like with my friends, I'll be like, "Ah yeah, 왜 그래?" I don't know, like I just talk to them like that. Another thing that has been just so amazing about Korea is I've met some of the best people ever. Some Koreans, some are foreigners, and I don't just mean like Americans and Canadians as foreigners. Like a girl that I've been really hanging out with a lot lately is from Iran. I also know some Swedish people, French people, I know Italian people, and I just love it, being able to learn about other people's culture while in a foreign country, and being able to bond with people because we are foreigners. Even though we are not from the same country, we understand each other. Being in a country where you don't speak the language perfectly, or you want to find some people that are a little similar to the culture that you've been raised in, it's just amazing. I did not realize how many foreigners I would meet. I thought most of them would be Americans and Canadians, but the only Americans I've met would be my coworkers, which currently would be only 3 people in total. I think that's just so cool. Like I love it so much. Another thing, like my hobbies since moving to Korea, not much has really changed. I enjoy walking around a lot, which I like to do back when I lived in Idaho. Cafes, I've always loved going to cafes, but I feel like I've become a cafe snob since coming here. Like I look for the good cafes, and I have a long list of cafes that I want to go to record, to show my family, my friends, to show everyone for memories. I have so many I'd like to go to. And the thing is though, because of the current pandemic, it's been a little difficult to go out and everything, but things are starting to go back to normal here, and so really soon I will start recording more videos with my friends. So like when I lived in America, I wore the same clothes for like 3 or 4 years. I didn't go shopping really, but since moving to Korea, I've spent a lot of money on clothes, and I'm very happy about that. I'm happy once again that I'm able to express myself in the attire that I want to wear, like the clothing I'd like to wear. It's been great. So in the end, like my life here is really great, but I do have goals. Just going to Korea for a couple years is not my end goal. So my number 1 goal obviously is better Korean. I do plan on taking Korean classes, hopefully, just because I need to better my speaking skills and my listening skills. My writing and reading, like I said, it's okay. My speaking and listening, though, is not the best at all. I also would like to start working on getting the F visa here. For those of you that don't know what an F visa is, it just makes it easier for you to get a job outside of teaching, but it's very difficult. You have to be really good at Korean or get married to a Korean. There's also other things. It's a point system for the most part. Like you have to volunteer if you want extra points, take a specific course, and just, it's difficult. It's not meant to be easy. But I do plan on trying to get that, just to say that I've done it. And lastly, I do plan on working more on YouTube. A lot of things happened this year, like I said earlier, that made it very difficult for me to continue recording. I guess like my life is starting to go back to normal, and I'm starting to be happier, I guess, and understanding that life is short, and I really need to get out there and enjoy it before I guess it's my time to go away. That's really dark. I want to enjoy my life and complete things before it's too late for me to ever do these things ever. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. For those of you who have actually been watching me, thank you. To my friends and family, I miss you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. I know you guys don't comment so much on my YouTube channel, which is fine. I love receiving your messages on Facebook and asking me questions about things. I like sharing my life, and I like that you guys are also interested in my life here in Korea, because I'm really interested in Korea and living here, and I'm really happy that my friends and family are happy with it too. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!